Welcome to English Listening Practice. In this video, you'll hear a story about Anna and a little trip to the sea. Listen slowly and try to relax. Don't worry if you don't understand every word. Just enjoy the story. Anna woke up very early on Saturday. It was still dark outside, but she didn't mind at all. Today was a special day. Today, she was going to the sea. Her grandmother lived in a small town on the coast. Anna had not seen her for almost a year. She jumped out of bed and turned on the light. Her bag was already on the chair. She packed the last things, a book, a warm sweater, and her camera. In the kitchen, she made a quick breakfast. Bread with butter and a big cup of coffee. She also made 2 cheese sandwiches for the train. She put them in a paper bag. Outside, the sky was slowly turning gray and pink. The city was still asleep. Anna closed her door quietly and walked to the station. Her steps sounded loud in the empty street. A cat watched her from a window. "Wish me a good trip," she said to the cat. The train station was big and almost empty. The large clock on the wall said 6:15. Her train was leaving at 6:30. She bought a ticket and a bottle of water and walked to platform 4. The train was already waiting at the platform. It was long and silver, with red doors. Anna found her seat by the window. She put her bag up on the shelf. At exactly 6:30, the train started to move. Slowly at first, then faster and faster. The city moved past her window. Gray buildings, small gardens, and empty streets. Then the buildings ended, and the fields began. The fields were green and gold in the morning light. Anna saw cows, small villages, and long rivers. She opened her book and read a few pages. But the window was more interesting than the book. A conductor came and checked her ticket. "Good morning," he said. "Going to the sea?" "Yes," Anna said. "To visit my grandmother." "Lucky you," the conductor smiled. "The weather will be perfect today." At the next station, an old woman got on the train. She had a very heavy suitcase. She tried to lift it, but it was too heavy. Anna stood up quickly. "Let me help you," she said. Together, they put the suitcase next to Anna's bag. "Thank you, dear," the woman said with a warm smile. She sat down across from Anna. Her name was Rosa. She was going to the coast too, to see her sister. They began to talk. Rosa told funny stories about her sister and their old house. Anna told her about her grandmother and the little blue house by the sea. Talking to Rosa was easy, like talking to an old friend. Around 8 o'clock, Anna felt hungry. She opened her paper bag. "Would you like a sandwich?" she asked Rosa. "Only if you take one of my cookies," Rosa said. The cookies were homemade, with little pieces of chocolate. They ate together and watched the fields go by. The train passed through a long, dark tunnel. Then, suddenly, the world was bright again. Outside, the land was slowly changing. The hills became lower, and the sky became wider. Anna could feel it. The sea was near. Then Rosa smiled and pointed out of the window. "Look," she said. "There it is." Far away, between the green hills, there was a thin blue line. The sea. Anna's heart jumped a little. The train came closer and closer to the coast. Now she could see small white boats on the water. At 9:15, the train stopped at a little station. The sign on the wall said, "Sea View." Anna helped Rosa with her suitcase one more time. "Have a lovely day, dear," Rosa said. "And eat some ice cream for me." On the platform, the air smelled different. It smelled like salt, wind, and summer. Seagulls cried above the station roof. And there, by the gate, stood a small woman with white hair. "Grandma," Anna called. Her grandmother opened her arms wide. The hug was long and warm. "You are here at last," her grandmother said. "Let me look at you." They walked together through the little town. The houses were white, yellow, and blue. Flowers grew by every door. They stopped for a moment at the little harbor. Small fishing boats moved slowly on the water. An old fisherman waved at Anna's grandmother. "Everyone knows everyone here," her grandmother laughed. Her grandmother's house stood at the end of a small street. It was light blue, with white windows. Just like Anna remembered. Inside, lunch was already on the table. Fresh fish, warm bread, and a big salad. They ate slowly and talked for a long time. Anna told her about her job, her city, and her small apartment. Her grandmother listened to every word. After lunch, they walked down to the beach. Anna took off her shoes. The sand was warm and soft under her feet. The water was cold, but it felt wonderful. Anna laughed and jumped back from a bigger wave. Her grandmother laughed, too, like a young girl. They walked along the water, side by side. Anna collected small shells and one perfect white stone. Her grandmother told stories, and Anna took photos of the little white boats. The sun was warm and the wind was soft. And yes, Anna also ate an ice cream. For Rosa, of course. In the evening, they sat in the small garden behind the house. Grandmother made tea and brought a warm blanket. The sun went down slowly over the sea. The sky turned orange, pink, and gold. "I'm so happy you came," her grandmother said. "Me too, Grandma," Anna answered. They looked at old photos in a big brown album. Anna's mother as a child, on this same beach. Her grandfather, young and smiling, next to his little boat. Some photos were black and white, but the smiles in them were still warm. "Tell me about this one," Anna said, pointing at a photo. And her grandmother told her the whole story. Slowly, the stars came out over the sea. Anna called her mother on the phone. "Guess where I am," she said, smiling. Later, Anna lay in the small bed by the window. She could hear the sea, soft and slow. The house was quiet and full of peace. She thought about her long, lovely day. About the early train and the golden fields. About Rosa and her chocolate cookies. About the thin blue line of the sea. About her grandmother's long, warm hug. It was a simple day. No big news, no big surprises. Just a train, the sea, and someone who loved her. But Anna felt rich, like she had won a prize. Tomorrow, they would walk on the beach again. Sometimes, happiness is a very simple thing. It is a window seat, a shared cookie, and the sound of the sea. Anna closed her eyes and fell asleep, smiling. And that's the end of our story. Thank you so much for listening. If you enjoyed this story, watch it one more time. You will understand even more the second time. Subscribe for new stories and keep practicing every day. See you in the next episode. Take care.